it's a very engaging conversation, and some of the points, if I kind of look at, been talked about, and then connect to how is that in the journey and self-service and automation can help, right? So some of you talked about straight-through processing, and if it is not possible to do through system, very interesting idea, put people kind of, but the customer sees it as kind of it is straight-through. So what we have basically, and about self-service and kind of digital documents, scanned documents and things like that, some of you have talked about. And in this, we talked about also is about front office, back office and middle office, and how they basically connect. And because it's not only about just self-service at a front end, right? And when customers are uploading something and they are getting instant gratification, but it is not every time that is possible. There are kind of things where it is there. All of us work in the companies. We are, as an employee, we are working, and these systems should help us do that faster, so that those customer journeys can be better, right? So what I have seen, right, and kind of we worked with customer like yours, right, and where we have seen is, I will just give the example so it kind of contextualizes the things, right, where these journeys were and what kind of things they could use in terms of AI, automation, digital workflows and things like that. So when pandemic started, one of the large insurance company here, they had is this post dispersal, you need to go and do customer verification, customer validation that the policy they purchased is really that they have purchased, they have understood the terms and things like that. So before pandemic, it was like people need to go and meet these customers, and they will have a digital tablet maybe, and then kind of have acceptance done and all. And that was not possible in pandemic, when pandemic started. So what automation they did is that whole of this, can it be kind of going on mobile as Bitly, and they are taking picture, they are signing and things like that. And when they do that, agent is also verifying that I have sold it correctly, there is no mis-selling. And at a backend, using automation, putting all this at a backend system so that this whole thing can be done and collapsed. And same insurance company, if I have to look at, they were taking 5 days to do death claim process, right? And that is brought into 2 days. That also because the stock exchanges will not give the NAV value, right? You have to wait till the end of the day to kind of get so that if these are equity linked policies, you need to wait for that to kind of process this. But that, or if I am because if death claim is there, right? What I want to give is the customer is, or they want to do is a withdrawal from the life insurance. They wanted to give a great experience to the customer, even they leaving them, right? We are talking about customer experience and customer journey. So how do we kind of have a quotation done instantaneously, which we used to take them for, right, couple of days to give it. So they could basically use the technology where that automation could help them go to a stock exchange, get a NAV value, because these are external systems, or they have to do is internal approvals and the workflow. So that is where we are talking about is that middle office, back office thing. That has to be basically connected, and for that you need workflows. You cannot just working on emails in that case. So what is required is having that kind of digital workflows where employees work on that, and then when the employees stop, is automation should take over from that.
So it should be like a warp and weft in the fabric of the organization.
Correct, right. So and then it becomes various things, right? It's a scan documents and having an intelligent document processing, so that you can extract the information, or your vendor is also your customer that way, right? Basically external entity and a partner. So in that case, their invoices, how can you basically process faster? Or if I am basically giving a quote to my agent, which is a distributor, how is that I can give a quote when they just say I need a fire quote? They don't really need to go to a portal, because they will have 100 portals to go to, or my DSA. Right, because they have to deal with different banks and all that. So these are all journeys can basically be automated when you are basically using AI or automation and the digital workflows, because then your back office and front office is all connected. And it becomes either a complete self-service, or it is an assisted mode, or even if somebody is coming physically and saying that, oh, I want to break my FD. And there, see, always the chatbots are kind of contextualized from the point of view that how can I have a B2C customers being served. But what about my salesperson whether it's an insurance I'm selling or a bank I'm basically selling is a FD. If a customer is in front of me and the physical thing we talked about, can they have a Microsoft Teams common? Can I say on the Teams itself and say that I want to break a FD, how much the person is asking, how much will I get? Can I have backend workflows and automation and RPA and all of that and pull that information to me, and I am facing a customer, I am giving a better experience to them. These are the customers maybe basically coming from tier 2, tier 3 cities. They may not be all digital and all that. So we have to think about, I think in the customer journeys is workflows and people and employees are important, which is workflows will help, and automation and AI will help at least at a front end or a back end of these things. And these things will come together, then it can be a great experience for customers.